All right, so it is October the 22nd. So this covers the 21st and the 22nd. What we've been talking about the last 2 days are some blueprints and some design aspects. So just in case you are confused about some of this, we looked at different kinds of drawings. We talked about how plans are going to save us money because we don't have to make several trips to the store. It's easier to make changes on a piece of paper than it is if you have CAD. So it's going to save us time in addition to save us money. We have sketches, hand draft, and computer assisted. Sketches is where you just have a rough idea and you draw it down on paper. And then when you actually take that idea and you draw it out, that would be a hand drafted design. And then computer assisted is CAD. And that's when you need a lot of detailed information. So the lines on a piece of paper is a simple two-dimensional drawing. The biggest two things is the difference between perspective and isometric. Perspective is not drawn to scale, whereas isometric is drawn to scale. So when you have a 3D image, if it's just a picture of a 3D image, it's a perspective drawing. But when that 3D image has actual dimension lines or some type of scale, that changes it from a perspective to an isometric drawing. And then mechanical is CAD, computer assisted design. And like I said, that's when you need a great deal of information. A vertical cross section is going to show you extreme detail in one particular area. So for example, where your joist on your foundation, if it requires some sort of special bracket or some sort of special fastener, all right, that's what a sectional view is going to do. It's going to show you all of that detail. Everybody's seen a picture of a cube. So that's a 3-view drawing. The most prominent is the front, and then you're going to have the top, and then you're going to have the end. And then we just looked at some simple blueprint terms. So the dark solid lines on the blueprint are a borderline. A series of dashes is a hidden line. So if you have an entranceway, and you have a house and you're going into your kitchen, there's not a door there, but it has a cutout, right? So it's basically a door or an entranceway without a door. So the top of that is going to be shown by a hidden line. A leader line is nothing more than an arrow with a description. It's going to provide you with some sort of detail. And maybe on the floor, I know here it says on the siding, but if you had an arrow pointing to the floor and it said hardwood, that's telling you that it's hardwood floors. So that's all it is. It's a simple line providing you with information. A dimension line, you can see what that looks like on here. It's just providing you with an actual length of a particular area. Scale, 1/4 inch equals 1 feet. So it's pretty straightforward. So what a scale is if you measure 1/4 of an inch on that piece of paper, in real life, that would be 1 foot. All of these designs and all are going to be in the legend. Some different views. We have a site plan. A site plan is going to be the aerial view of the location. You can see the site plan on here. Okay. So it's going to show us the topography. It's going to show us the whole entire area. Parking, how do we get in and out? The topography is really key on this. Whenever you're building a site, you want to make sure you can allow for proper drainage. So because there was such a steep hill right here, you can see where they have cut out and put in a really large drain, because you want to make sure that your parking area and their actual facility itself doesn't get flooded. It has the key down here, or legend, right? That's right here. It also has the scale on here as well. So it's a site view. An elevation view shows all sides of a building. So we can see the elevation here, right, front, back, sides. That's what an elevation view is. It's also going to show you the topography and the slope of your land, because that's going to really determine how you're able to build a foundation. And what exactly do you need to do in order for that house to stand? The floor plan is pretty straightforward. It's also called a plan view. You can see pretty simple. It's got some dimensions, 9 by 11. And then you can see where it has the doors cut out. This is sometimes called a Jack and Jill bathroom. It has 2 doors because it's shared between both bedrooms. And then this is one of a sliding door for a closet. Right? You can tell because the door is going back towards this way, and it doesn't have the swing as in the entrance into the door or into the bedroom. A sectional view is what it looks like if it's cut in half. So we take that house and we cut it in half, right? It allows you to see some features. You can see how the foundation is set up and support to the basement. It shows you where the stairs are in relation to the rest of the house. So it's going to provide you with some detailed information in that sectional view. And then a detailed view is similar to a vertical cross section. It's going to provide you with a great deal of information in one area. For example, where this is circled here with our actual slab. If you were putting in a concrete slab instead of an actual crawl space, it tells you exactly how in the world you would do that, so that way it would support the house. Okay. And obviously, if all four sides are different, you're going to need 4 different views. And then you can also have auxiliary drawings. Whenever you have blueprints, you're going to have several copies. So if it was an electrical auxiliary drawing, it's just going to show the rooms, and then it's just not going to have any dimensions on there. It's just going to show you where the lights are, where the switches are, where the outlets are, and that's what your electrician would use to wire your house. Same thing for plumbing, doors and windows. And in a nutshell, that's what we talked about. So today, for the rest of our assignment today, what you need to do is make sure that you are in the module. You're going to be doing the 4.02, right? And you're doing both reviews, right? We have 2 reviews for 4.02, a matching and a fill in the blank. Those are your last 2 assignments for today. So you want to make sure that you get that done before tomorrow morning. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you all later.